Meta reported earnings after the market closed and the market reacted in a positive way. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions. Just a quick overall update on the day on TQQQ. I ended at $598 profit. And like you guys saw, if you guys are part of LPP and also saw my second live stream, and that was during the FOMC meeting, we caught SQQQ on the way up after the market sold off due to what was said by Jerome Powell. I walked away with $12,493.29 on SQQQ and a little bit over $13,700 on the day on my overall account. This is not normal. This is not something that I do every single day. I just want to make sure that I disclose that. I also trade with over $500,000. So please make sure you take that into consideration when comparing your profits with mine. But one of the things that I want to talk about is what is to come tomorrow. Now that we talked about Meta earnings and beating expectation, Meta is up 6.89% after the market closed when it reported earnings. And why? Why did the market react in a positive way? Earnings per share was beat by $2.98 with the expectation of $2.91, and revenue at $32 billion versus expectation of $31.08 billion. Also, what was said, again, Meta supposedly is going to be releasing some form of AI software as soon as September of 2023. Overall guidance seemed very, very bullish, especially with the overall AI focus that the market has had. What's to come for tomorrow with economic reports? This is all before the market opens. We got initial claims and continuing claims. Initial claims are the number of people that are filing for unemployment for the first time, and continuing claims, these are the number of people that continue to file for unemployment. These are kind of the different ones. The GDP advance and GDP deflator advance, durable orders extension to transportation, and then we got trading goods. Really the big focus for tomorrow that I'm going to be focused on is durable orders and GDP advance that's going to be released 1 hour before the market opens. 30 minutes after the market opens, we have pending home sales, and those are going to be released 30 minutes after the market opens with an expectation to see an increase of 0.3%. Again, one of the biggest takeaways that I had from today's FOMC meeting, if you tuned on into the live, you would have heard Jerome Powell say it. This is the first time that I personally heard him say it, and it was asked with a question of how soon can we see the Federal Reserve cutting rates. As many of you guys know, the Federal Reserve has had a focus of increasing interest rates as inflation was at 40-year highs at 9.1%. They front-loaded interest rate hikes, and with the fight against inflation has now come down significantly. So now the market was overall factoring in, and again, this is something that I think that we're going to have to follow up with. The overall market has been factoring in that not only that the Federal Reserve could pause rates, meaning no more rate hikes, but potentially rate cuts, meaning chipping away at the, as of right now, 5.25% that the Federal Reserve has increased with interest rate hikes. So a rate cut would mean that from 5.25 that we could go to maybe 5% or 4.75% or 4.5%, right? Anything lower than where it is that we are right now. And Jerome Powell said it very clear. It is not in their forecast for 2023, this year, for the Federal Reserve to have any focus or intention in cutting rates. That is something that maybe can be put in place next year. That was something that I've heard only for the first time during this FOMC meeting. And I think it's going to be very interesting to see if the next few days, when the market digests these Fed minutes, right, how it actually reacts to not just the economic reports and the earning reports that are going to be released, but also with what Jerome Powell said and giving that Federal Reserve sentiment into the market and actually getting that factored in. But as of right now, market's looking bullish, at least on the 1 day, 1 minute time frame. And when looking at the 1 hour, we still have not made lower lows below the overall. As you guys could see here on the 4 hour time frame, we're still showing signs of an ascending higher low and higher high. And on the 1 hour time frame, we're still testing the overall support level, as you can see right on over here. Market can easily continue to gap up. So it's going to be very interesting to see if market just begins to rally, bouncing off of the moving average. We've been talking about this if you're part of LPP, or if because of what Jerome Powell says and maybe some bad earnings and bad economic reports, if we break below the moving average for, the first time in a while and actually begin to form lower lows and lower highs. Very interesting to see, but as of right now, market is more bullish than it is bearish. So let's go ahead and follow up tomorrow during our live session and see how the market opens. Again, I really do appreciate you guys' time. I wanted to keep today's video short and sweet. If you guys have any questions, feel free to send me a direct message via Discord or via Instagram, and that's the first or third link in the description down below. And if you want to watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow, that is the second link in the description down below. It's a one-time payment, lifetime access, and yes, you will get to watch me trade live every single day. I appreciate your time, and like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.